What's up, y'all? It's Will with Schedulefly. Hope all is well. Today is Monday, February 3rd, the day after the Super Bowl. My kids were really tired this morning. It was hard getting them out the door to school. I think we were all tired, but nevertheless, good week ahead. I'm going to do a precap or a trailer or whatever you want to call this. We're kind of experimenting with letting you know what's coming up as we have podcasts planned. And so tomorrow I'll be in Wilmington. 2 podcast episodes recording this week tomorrow. One is with Jerry Lackman. Jerry's a legend down there. He owns a place called Jerry Allen's, and he owns a place called Katie's, and very well-respected restaurateur, hospitality guy down there. Just an all-around great dude, very cool. Wes and Charles and I actually hung out with him for like 3 hours, him and his business partner, when I was in town about a month ago, and just really enjoyed it. So we're going to share his story, and then we'll be over at Mad Mole Brewing tomorrow, and looking forward to telling their story as well. Small brewery there in Wilmington, Wrightsville Beach area. And going forward this year, we're going to have a lot of episodes with breweries and distilleries. Just a fast-growing segment. One of the things that really caught me last week was when I was with Mark Doble at Aviator Brewing. And by the way, his episode is fantastic. It's a really cool story. But one of the things we talked about is that, I think craft breweries or craft beer has anywhere like 12, 15% of the market. Depends on who you ask, but somewhere in that range. And Mark said that, most of the folks in the industry think that it's going to get to 50%, in the coming years. So this is a ever-growing industry. It's eating into the big brands, the big international brands. And it's a cool thing. I mean, look, one of the things that most people don't know, I would guess, is that all the big brands that we all know well, that we've been around forever, they're not owned in the U.S. anymore. They're international companies that own those brands. In fact, the largest U.S.-owned brewery is in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, and it's called Yuengling. If you're on the East Coast, you've probably heard of Yuengling. If you're not on the East Coast, you probably have not. They only distribute on the East Coast. They have another brewery down in Florida, I believe. And they, a family-owned, multi-generation family-owned brewery, but it's the largest U.S.-owned brewery. So thought that was pretty cool. I heard the owner of that on a podcast. I think it was on the How I Built This podcast a few years ago. And I thought that was a really interesting story. If you have a chance and you like podcasts, search for that podcast. Yuengling is, Yeungling, I believe. Not positive, but it's either Yeungling or Yue. I don't know. Either way, check it out. Look for that. And stay tuned this week. Couple of episodes. I'll try to get at least one, if not both, posted this week, and we'll go from there. But looking forward to talking to a lot of brewers or owners of breweries and distillers, owners of distilleries, and of course other restaurant folks as well, independent restaurant owners as well. We'll never stop being excited about sharing their stories. So hopefully we'll crank up the volume some again here. It's tough over the holidays to get many people dialed into doing these things, and it's tough for me to make it happen too. So here we are. January is over, and we're looking to do a bunch of these things this year. It's a lot of fun, and we're learning a lot from them, and hope you are too. All right, take care. Thanks.